Many of you, I thought Blade and Sorcery was done. That's it, game over, no more updates. Until this post right here. The Byeth updates. From Baron, we're going to be getting some cool, new, amazing news, and that now, officially, they have announced that they are working on their next Warp Frog official game. It's too early for them at the minute to reveal anything of what they're doing specifically with it, but in the future they will be doing a big reveal announcement or trailer, but it will not be Blade and Sorcery 2. Blade and Sorcery is its own game, and that is where it's gonna stay. Their next game will share a lot of DNA with the Blade and Sorcery that you'll probably find. It feels like a Warp Frog game. Similar to BNS, our next game that we'll be making is a physics-based simulation as an anti-gamey as possible. It will be super modder friendly, and it's shaping up to be cool. It's only been a year and a bit since 1.0 released. On the 7 posts of 1.0 patches, you likely heard many times that will 1.0 be the last update? Well, following the studio's recent updates of what they've been working on, they have now got a final few content updates coming called the Byeth updates for Blade and Sorcery, and they've given us a few very interesting concepts for the maps and designs of this. So now we've actually got a little bit of in-depth lore of what the actual in-world map of the game looks like, and we've got a few different locations. We've got Arabian here, which we've already known, we already play, and we've done the most recent 1.0 update around. And we've got a few new areas here called Rakta, Sendar, Mindula, and Kartiz. I've probably butchered all those names, so please, I tried there. So the main question is, what are the Byeth updates? The Byeth is the name of the planet which Blade and Sorcery takes place in, and the Byeth updates are going to be a series of 4 free content updates for PC VR and Nomad. This will expand upon the other nations of Byeth, and Raqqa, Centura, and Karatib, and Maildu, and by bringing the official canon weapons of armor from these nations into the game. And if you want to have a first preview of the first update of the Raqqa update, here is some concept design of that armor and the logo of that nation, which will release later this year, likely towards to the end, around November-December time. The Centura update, the Kara update, and the Maildu update will follow next year, leading all the way up to the end of 2026. So, that they love the fact that Blade and Sorcery and the journey that they've brought them with the fanbase as mentioned. It's really hard for them to step away, but with the Thunder Round, it's made it impossible to continue expanding significantly on Blade and Sorcery to the point that if we tried, that they'd be ending up with updates spaced years apart to be unsustainable for the studio. So, with that in mind, here is some new concept images of new canon lore weapons, which are untextured, and they will most likely be able to buy in the Crystal Hunt shop with the shopkeeper to have a little lore to share about the update and how he came by them, which will be freely accessible in the Gearbox and Sandbox 2 as well. On to our next subject with this, we have got the nations of Byeth right here. So obviously we have, this is some of the flags that we've got with them. So if you're a fan of the Crystal Hunt lore, there will be journal entries that you'll be able to collect to have an idea of what the other nations of Byeth are about. For those who don't know, here's a little overview of who is who. So this is the nation of Araden right here, the blue flag, the sword, kind of like the King Arthur of the nation. Then you have got Rakta right here, which is a red flag, and they've got quite a narrow dagger symbol through it, which has a harsh and dangerous, craggy, mountainous landscape with swampy lowlands, creating a hardy people in a feudal empire ruled by the crystal-obsessed emperor. In the Raqqa culture, the crystal sorcery is idolized and a part of daily life. Rakai is the greatest antagonist of Aradian, and the Emperor's expansion into northern Aragon lands of Aradian is driving the native wildfolk south, creating strife with the Aradian settlers. This is a backdrop for the wildfolk faction in the Crystal Hunt. Next, we have the Centaura. This right here is a compact merchant republic with a far reach due to their skilled marina and traders. The trade broken in between all nations of Byeth is getting entangled in the politics of none has allowed the Centauri to punch far above its weight class diplomatically and generate great wealth through the unrestricted trade. Meanwhile, the notorious pirates guilds flourish unchecked, filling in the market gaps through the distribution of illegal trade. And the goods of this with the backdrop of the outlaw faction in Crystal Hunt. We've got quite a few spicy flags. We've got the Kara Tip and we've got the Maldu. The Kara Tip is not such a single nation, but it's more a load of mini micro nations that make it built up to make it one big nation. Each diverse in their own custom laws and symbolically held together by shared cultural ties. In the desert land, the clans of Tara Tib have been historically led by a local strongman, typically those with a strong ancestral roots to the clan, but recent events of the Tara never created new rapid rising power. The word is spreading of a powerful wizard who has managed to unite the organization and disjoint the clans under one banner, creating a new threat to Arabian's position in the power of Byeth. And the Maldu as the last one is probably the closest comparison to the living and long forgotten civilization of the Dalgarians, a culture that is highly magical, highly technological, and highly precautionary. Following the crystal's corruption of their homeland, the Myadine have spent many years as a Mistori people. Eventually, the Myadine refugees would settle on the northern continent, where their knowledge of the crystal's technologies afford them survival against the dangers on the frozen tundras. Wishing to avoid the repeat of the past mistakes of the Dalgarians, the Myadine hold the crystal in great reverence, using it only out of necessity as a part of their technological survival. The use of the personal crystal, sorcery, is strictly forbidden. The aesthetics of the Maidu are inspired by African and Inuit cultures. And the pause right there, here is the sponsor of the video, Waterfly. If you are ever in need of a new sort of way to carry your personal items or baggage that you maybe don't want to carry around all day with you, this compact bag right here is everything that you need. Incredible usage to carry all your things in a lightweight pouch that you can fold inwards and back out. And the pouch itself makes it even better as it folds into the entire bag. It's lightweight, it's comfy, it's got plenty of clips and everything that you need on. And go and click the link down below to go and get yours today. Big lore drop that we have got right there, and a very exciting turn of events to see what we are going to be getting for the future. If you want to read the full article about their move to OpenXR, Unity 6, and a little bit more details about the risks involved and what to expect with this update, you can go and click the link down below my bio, as they've got a full article on Steam about this already. And the next time that we will hear anything close about this Blade and Sorcery 4 content update will be when the Rakai update is more developed and share some previews and new content of physical gameplay of what to have a better idea of for the future of these updates. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, folks, as this is very exciting news.